Hi, Ian at Lantern Threadbow here. Just wanted to go through a few things on the website that you're working on at the moment. I know you're still in the thick of it, but I think some of the stuff that I wanted to go through would probably help you and perhaps save sidetracking too much on some things. So I'll just go through it all anyway, and you can take what you can from it, and then we can come back to the rest later on. So just looking at the home page here, the minimum price filter there, I'd like to replace that with a person's filter, where if someone were to type in 6 people, then it would only show properties that could accommodate 6 or more. If you could do that, that'd be great. Down here with the specials boxes, obviously this is picking up specials that I've entered into GenCan. Probably not what I want to do on the home page here. What we were looking to do was to have a winter special and a summer special box showing a special that I would toggle to say this is the one I want to show on the home page at that particular moment in time, and a special that I would toggle for summer saying this is the one I want to show on the home page at that particular moment in time. Just as an example, right now I'd be showing the early bird winter special here, summer season special probably showing the third night free, whereas in a few weeks time, as we get a bit closer to the school holidays, I might want to be showing the family activity package. So it's something that I'd probably want to be able to toggle somehow. Not sure how that's going to work yet, but we'll talk about that. Staying at Threadbow here is really looking at perhaps directing people to the what I'm going to call best rates and availability page, where they can get straight into searching for Threadbow accommodation. Just coming down here, these things seem to be working reasonably well. I'll probably have a couple of questions just on the season date ranges, but that's fine. Down here, this is probably going through to the About Us page. This one through to the Threadbow Property Finder is really a map feature where you can see properties by location in the village with, as you hover over the drop pins, property details information pops up, but whatever feature Glenn has, that is the best current option there, would be great. Visitor testimonials, not sure where that is getting sourced from yet, but obviously that's working somehow, so all looks good. That's probably it for the home page at this stage. Won't go to the specials yet. Might bumble around a bit here, but just hang on one second. Okay, so the next one we go to is the property listing page. Just with these mega menus, as we are heading over that way, that special I think really should be it's kind of another toggle situation where I want to say this is the special of the moment, what I want to push right now, which would really be third night free deal. That's happening right now. Obviously at another moment in time that's going to be a winter special, so not sure how we manage that yet, but that's where I want to go with that. So going to the pre-operative property listings page, sorry, running off my mobile phone at the moment. So yeah, property listings page. What I wanted to do here with the filters up the top was to once again change that for the person's filter, and I'm hoping this is possible. I don't know design wise whether it would work, and I'm sure Glenn can tell me how that goes, but what I was hoping was in this space here perhaps to put a property name filter which would list all of the properties we have on the system. Don't know how that would work in here, but you could tell me, I'm sure. Anyway, that was what I was hoping we could do there. Obviously here it's the property finder, the same text there, the same feature available there. Okay, and also with the filters here, I was hoping that we can have the location filter showing the locations within the villages we've set them up in Genkan. So Central Village, Friday Flat, Wood Ridge, Krakenback Ridge, Lake Krakenback Resort, etc. So that pull down would filter to those locations. And then here, I would like to change this title to Property Group, and have this show the property groups as I have them set up in Genkan, which is Lantern Apartments, Lotsky Apartments, Snowstream, etc. That's the way I'd like to break that down, and then have that full list of property names down here. Next. Okay, now just getting down to the text in some of these pages here. What I've actually done is put a document into the Dropbox, which I believe you have access to, Web Design Pack. In the text area, there's this Lantern website jobs and more text file, and if you click on that one, that will bring up this document here. And obviously I've gone through the home page changes already. And then down here we've got the main property listing page and those things that I've been talking about there. And then just getting down to actually the text itself that I've written out on this document. So you can pull that text from this document and sort of scroll your way down. So that's where to look for that info. And on that property listings in the mega menu, with that pull down, we'd be looking at perhaps taking that locations heading out here and maybe putting property group as the heading in there, just so that correlates with the menus. And then obviously for each of the property listing pages, I've got the text for those property groups on this document as you go down here. Now the static pages, I guess what we're looking at here is at this stage anyway, the Explore Thredbo page. So if we just go back there, we'll just load that up. Just looking at the mega menu here, before we go into the page itself. What I was hoping to do with this mega menu for Explore Thredbo was to have another menu list here for Thredbo info, and then that would incorporate back to this Lantern website jobs and more document. The Thredbo info menu items would be trail maps, skiing, hiking, biking. So just the actual trail maps that Thredbo currently has for those activities. The property finder page, transport to Thredbo, probably a static page, shops and services maybe coming out of the directory listings in Genkan, Thredbo Leisure Centre, just a static page, Thredbo groups and weddings, static page, Thredbo links, static page. So they would be a new menu group under that mega menu on the Explore Thredbo page. Now getting back to the actual page itself. Okay, so with the Explore Thredbo, just had a bit of a think over it, and I think what we would want to do here with the mega menu is to have obviously the adventure activities here. Clicking on one of those will take you through to a static page with more information about the activity and a photo gallery, and obviously links to the operator in question or a phone number, that sort of thing. Possibly a link to a package, not quite sure about that one yet. Here you've got eating and drinking. I think what we probably need to do is change this menu title to eat, drink, with that menu title, change it to eat, drink, shop, relax. So that kind of covers all of the things that we could enter into the Genkan directory and each of those links would then go through to a list of those directory entries. And then we had the Threadbow info menu here, which, as I said, was a list of other things, primarily static pages, but I've got that listed on the document, as I said. Now, just in terms of the actual layout for this Explore Threadbow page, what we've got here is probably not quite what we want at this level. So when you click on the Explore Threadbow page, what we're really looking for is a PDF wireframe that is included in the web design pack, and I think I've got it here. So this is sort of the wireframe of the layout that we would want on that Explore Threadbow page, which would be each of those activity sections and the shopping and restaurant. You know, you've got the a la carte, the bars, the blah blah shops, you know, services. Each of the individual items here would be listed with an image and a bit of blah blah below the image, describing where you're going. So, you know, hiking, mountain biking, all of those things that are listed in the mega menu: high country walking, mountain biking, backcountry skiing, fly fishing, etc., would be showing up as individual options here with an image. And then when you get to these, a la carte, bars, clubs, pubs, cafe, takeaway, each of those would show up as an image with a bit of blah blah. And then we'll have the shops and we'll have the services, which would link through to, you know, things like massage, etc. But you have shops and services in there as well. Now I've got all of that in this document, as I said before: eat, drink, shop, relax, and this new menu, the Threadbow info items as well, which would show up on that list. So what we'd be looking for then is, with the adventure activities, going through to a full static page for each activity. With these, click on a la carte, you'll go through to a directory listing with each of the a la carte options, and click on this, go through to a directory listing with the bar, club, pubs, click on this, etc. Now, how does that directory listing look? It looks like this, basically. That's what it looks like. So that's kind of the next level down. What we've currently got on this Explore Threadbow page is the next level down. What we want to see right here on the Explore Threadbow page, when we click on that, is a version of this wireframe here, with each of those sections. I think that's what we want. And obviously there's more text here. This heading is probably different, and I haven't got to that yet, but really, does that matter right now? We can come back to that one. So, okay, so then we go along to the news page, and I'd like to change the name of this news page to Lantern Threadbow News, if that's all right. And then what I have on the document, once again, going back to that same document, is I've included the text that I'd like to have on that news page and that new title, Lantern Threadbow News. I think at this stage the actual layout of the page itself is working. Just in relation to these specials that pop up on the side, obviously this is the Torald Summer Special that's on the home page, and this one, Call to Action, is really a bit of a mystery at the moment. We might come back to that one, but yeah, these are obviously the blog posts, and if we click on that, then it's going to link through to the blog post itself. And I'm a little unsure about what we're seeing here. I'm assuming there's a photo gallery in here that if we had images, it would populate that, and then the text would continue to flow from there if it was a longer article. Obviously, we're not seeing the whole article here. That's my assumption anyway. And with the images, yeah, obviously I'm assuming that the image that I have in the blog post that you've borrowed from is nowhere near big enough to do the job here, and we need to address that because obviously this is a pretty scuzzy look, and I know that you know that, and it's just something I need to sort out. But it'd be good for me to have a list of the jobs that I need to do in regard to some of this stuff so that I can get on with that side of upgrading images or whatever. So that was the news page. Just bouncing around back to the specials page, there's quite a few little things that I really need to sort out with Glenn as to how this is all going to work and what will actually pop up here. So I'm not going to try to deal with that right now. I think we'll just track on. Events here, at this stage I'm assuming that we will be going with blurb about special events here, and I've really got to have a bit of a discussion with Glenn about that as well. Contact us. Yeah, probably not far off what we need there. I just need to add some text in there as well. Not sure about the image. Anyway, we can come back to that one. But on the specials and special offers page, the rates and availability, that particular page, I'd like to just change the text there and change the name of the page to best rates and availability, and then change the text here. And once again, in the Word doc, I've got that covered here. So if we could do that. And then just going to the property detail page. Sorry, just going to get into a specific property here. Won't be a tick. So just clicking on a specific property just to get you through to the property detail page. Okay, this page is generally going pretty well. Not quite sure how this image works. I mean, it all looks good. Obviously, I've got this zoomed in, which will change the way it appears. But as far as the actual image size goes, I think I loaded these in at 2000, these feature images for each property, but whether that's enough, I'm not sure. Anyway, you might sort of give me a bit of a heads up on that one. What I really did want on this property details page was this little booking widget to actually scroll down the page as you go down the page, so it stays with you here on the side, and you can choose to go ahead and book at any point as you're heading down the page. Obviously that's not happening at the moment, and I know that Glenn wasn't sure that was going to be all that easy, but if there's some way to get that working, it'd be great. It does. I pinched that idea from the Airbnb site where that does actually happen off the header image, and it just stays with you all the way down. Whether these guys sort of get blown away or just get pushed down underneath it, I'm not sure. Not really my area of expertise, I have to say. With these images, I'm not sure if, obviously you're still working on things, so I don't want to kind of point out issues that you're already aware of, whether the compressed look of these images is an issue that we need to sort out or whatever, I don't know. But it's all looking good. Really happy with the way that's going. With the bed configs, I did want to look at trying to help to clarify this a little bit. I really don't. It'd be great to actually get king bed or whatever in here. I know that's an issue. I know that that's a Genkan thing, but perhaps having on the side here, pushing this over one and having here option 1, option 2 for the bed configuration options. So at least there's a little bit more clarity about what is being presented here. And then obviously this is a 1-bedroom apartment where you've got the option of a double bed or 2 single beds in the bedroom. Doesn't say anything about sofa bed, which kind of I don't know, it can be a bit confusing, can't it? But if it was a 2-bedroom apartment, then you might need to have option 1 is 2 single beds and a double bed, or option 2 is a double and a double, option 3 is 2 singles, 2 singles. So you've got 3 options there. If it's a 3-bedroom apartment, you might end up with 4 options. I don't know if that's possible, but just having option 1, option 2, option 3 to give people a little bit of an idea about what they're actually seeing there might provide a bit more clarity. Other than that, I mean, yeah, I really like that page generally. Yeah, once again on that Word document, I do have that stuff listed down just as a bit of a reminder for you. So having viewed this video, you don't necessarily need to come back to the video to troll through it and find out what I was talking about. It's all on this Word doc, so you can hopefully, having seen the video, it'll give you a bit of a prompt. There's some text here for the event page, but as to what happens on the event page, not quite sure yet. But at least that text is there. Contact us, bit of text there for the contact us page. At this stage, that's it. Obviously there will be more, and you'll probably have questions as well, but at least I thought doing this, I might save you a bit of left and right in the process. And I know there's a lot of work to do for you, and you just want to get on with that. So hopefully this will help, and if there's any other questions, you can get back to me, and I'm sure I'll hear from Glenn anyway. So hopefully this video helps and we can get going. I'm really happy with the way it's progressing now and look forward to seeing the thing up and running soon. Thanks.